Hello, everybody, and welcome. We are coming to you live from Stuller's beautiful global headquarters here in Lafayette, Louisiana. And today we are excited to talk all about a subject that's very near and dear to all of our hearts. I'm talking about the female jewelry-loving self-purchaser.
Right.
It really couldn't get better than that. And so, Women's History Month is coming up in the month of March. International Women's Day is coming up on May 8th, so
March
there's
8th,
a
yeah.
lot to celebrate. Excuse me, March 8th. There's a lot to celebrate here. I'm just so excited.
Yeah, I
I
know.
can't help it. I'm just so excited about it. So we're talking about women who are feeling empowered to buy jewelry for themselves. And there's no doubt that this is an important subset of the market, particularly for a modern jeweler. And we are also going to be talking about how Stuller is partnering with WJA, the Women's Jewelry Association, for this really fantastic campaign called March is Me. It is all about empowering women to be, purchasing for themselves, buying for themselves. And as I said, here at Stuller, we have a lot of fantastic women here on our team. We're going to be getting into all of that as we go throughout this conversation. I just want to remind all of you out there watching that, no matter which platform you're joining us on, go ahead and put the name of your business as well as where you're located in that comment section. We can maybe try and give a couple shout outs later on in the program. If you have any questions that come up during the course of our conversation, don't be afraid to ask those in there too. A member of our social media team is standing by to make sure that you get all of the information that you want. So, as I said, I'm excited. I'm excited.
We're excited too.
We are talking about women in the jewelry space,
Yeah.
a very important market for the modern jeweler. And we have some experts here, some women that I'm delighted to call my colleagues. They're both named Emily. Couldn't get easier than that. We've got Emily Graffinino, who's a senior member of our fine jewelry team, as well as Emily Butte, who
We're
is
both named Emily.
yes, who is a senior member of our product development and design team. So before we get too into the March is Me aspect, we're going to be talking about how Stuller is really your resource for all things when it comes to trends, when it comes to thinking about this female self-purchaser. So Emily, why don't you start talking about what we have here on the table in front of us?
Yeah, sure. So many of you people are joining us for the first time, and you might be familiar with Stuller and our history in the business for over 50 years now. And what you might also know is that we offer a wide breadth of products, tons of different things for you guys to be able to come to us for your jewelry needs. But one of the things we really want to make sure that we call out for you today is where can you find the right trend product at Stuller? Where can you find that really sweet price point that we know is going to resonate with these women who really want to invest in themselves and spend their money on jewelry? On fine jewelry too. And that's really where 302 comes into the story. So 302 is our curated assortment of really the most potent aesthetics that are out there in terms of trend. And really it's rooted in all of the good quality and customer service that you guys have come to love from Stuller. So when you get on the Stuller website, if you go to Shop 302 or Discover 302, you're going to start to see all of that great trend product pop up. And then on top of that, Susie, we've really worked hard in the building to make sure that we've got extra benefits in terms of investing in trend product with Stuller. So with a 10-piece buy-in for 302, we certainly are going to be able to support you with marketing assets, beautiful marketing assets. And we'll talk even a little bit more about marketing assets when we talk about March is Me.
Yes.
And then displays, we've got some really great opportunities to be able to get this product onto your website in a very simple and easy way, which we know
Right.
that's right.
Easy,
yes, all
modular
magnetic.
system.
That's right. And then easy ways for you guys to get it onto your website so that we know that these women are shopping online, and a lot of them, in the 90th percentile, we're buying things after we've already seen it on social media and online. So we've got a lot of great things that we use to support 302, including national advertising through Hearst Media. So I think that's a little bit about the program, but really I think the heartstrings and the real story behind it is kind of where it comes from. It is rooted at Stuller, and we are 70% women female workforce here at Stuller, and we're very proud of that. It is certainly ingrained in all culture and who we are. And then I get so inspired by the women that we get to work with every day, whether it's through the finance area, the technology area, our manufacturing teams, our merchandising teams, our design teams. And so we've really built this team of women that is from across the building, and we get together, and that is the core central design and think tank around 302. So it falls a little bit outside of how we normally develop product, and it's just a really, really fun, inspiring group of women that we welcome all to the table. So Emily is here, and she is a huge force and drive behind 302.
Absolutely.
So we wanted to take a few minutes just to walk through some of the trends that the teams have been working on, and a little bit of the process and things like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I would say, so we develop product all the way from findings to finished bridal to engagement rings, 302 trend, everything under the sun in the fine jewelry world. But I would say that our team does such a fantastic job and puts so much energy and care behind the products that we're designing in 302. And this team is also the purchaser.
That's right.
So they're really designing the products that they want to see. I mean, we have this charm school collection that these are small charms, but they're very collectible and layer up really nicely. They all have this flat back or like a D-shaped bail that stacks on any chain. It's so easy to mix and match and like really grow your collection in an accessible and affordable way. Same thing with our earrings that are like layering scale, petite, and then going up to like longer drama for that night out. But really what you want to be wearing, what you want to be seen in, what you want to gift to your friends and your sisters, you know, is something that I see running concurrently throughout the 302 collection often.
Yeah, and what a year of the ear, 20,
Yeah, absolutely.
you know, we're
Absolutely.
coming out of. I feel like, you know, the rules of earrings are gone and it doesn't matter, and you can, you know, they don't have to match and 10 on one ear or the same pair on each side or one side, that kind of thing. So we've certainly seen a huge uptick in earring sales, and we've done a really great job, I think, of taking the time to make sure that we're developing the right backs in terms of like wearability and things like that, and so that the consumer can really build a story on their ear.
Yeah.
They can take all these different components and make a look totally on their own with just earrings.
Yeah, we are definitely expanding the collections too. Like every year, and how many times we
Three times a year,
collections a year we're dropping, and we are always kind of building on the successes of the last collection. Like what resonated well last time, how can we grow that? How can we layer on the next piece in the trend? We can say right now we've been seeing such an uptick in anything kind of zodiac or cosmo related, stars, constellations, everything like that. And you know, over here on this pad we have these products that really show the wide range of how this can go really sweet and personal to something small to more statement, and we're just trying to react to those trends quickly and appropriately, and also within that perfect kind of price point range that Emily's merchant team really works hard on to make sure that we're positioning these products at the right prices for this self-purchasing customer.
Yeah, and I mean, back to price point, it's all about the 14 karat. It's all about the diamonds and the pearls and the genuine gemstones. So I mean, I think that we take a lot of time and consideration into exactly how the pieces are designed, how they lay, how they work with other pieces in the collection. So I love the way that you always talk about how we're just building another part of the story whenever we do these collection drops, which are typically in January, June, and September. And then, like you've mentioned, in the last drop, which was in January, which is our Chapter 5 drop, that's really called In the Stars, and that is diamond constellation zodiacs. You know, tons of goddess-inspired things. So it's really kind of this supernatural thing that I think people have really been resonating with, and it's super fun. I think it's another take on personalization if you think about it. So I know that people love to wear their birthstone, and people love to find things that really represent who they are and people that they love. You know, if you were like me and you got to watch Adele at the planetarium and maybe cried for a good hour, like, you know, like I was able to do, you know, it was just beautiful. And she had the big Saturn earrings, and there were so many really good celestial themes throughout that show. Meghan Markle came out and had the birthstone zodiacs of her children, and so that was a really great moment. And then we all just love finding, you know, even the paint companies are having, you know, you can really take your space and make it about your zodiac sign and those kinds of things. So I think people, while your birthstone is your birthstone, they're having fun doing things with zodiac stones and doing it a little differently. So we're very excited about the last drop, and since January, since it's released, the pieces have done very well. And we're kind of looking forward to seeing them run all the way through 2022.
Absolutely. You know, it's all about really that partnership, making sure that we have what our customers are going to want
Yes.
for their customers. And
Yeah, I think trends can be sometimes a little bit scary for
Yes.
you know, our business owners and things like that. You don't want to get in too deep, and you want to make sure that you're really getting your money and putting your money where you're going to see the return. So the great thing about Stuller is that you can get on this 302 area and be able to look at the price points and the aesthetics that your customers might already be asking you for, bringing in from Pinterest or tagging you in and those kinds of things. And obviously, if you pick up the phone and call us, we're so happy to help you find the right products and things like that. So if you are not interested in being a full retail partner within 302, which is a 10-piece buy-in, we certainly want you to be able to shop and buy any of the pieces that you see within the collection. And the timing, you know, it's an exciting time in the jewelry industry. I think that we're all just still kind of riding the highs of holiday and things like that. And we're rolling right into Valentine's Day, which is another great opportunity. But this March is Me is really another time in the year when jewelers can take opportunities to really market to a specific customer and continue to get sales. So right on the heels of Valentine's Day, March is Me is going to come out, and we are so excited to be able to have partnered with WJA. With the specific marketing assets, we've taken the best of 302 and curated it specifically for this March is Me campaign, so that when you are downloading these assets and you are using this type of marketing to kind of speak to your customer, you can feel really confident in the styles that we've chosen. And so we're just really excited. I know that, you know, me and Emily always joke about anytime the new sample comes out or it's finally out of, you know, conceptual and all this and we can get our hands on it, it's like,
And try it on.
it's like, who has it?
It's
Everybody
like
wants to wear it and see it, and
Yes.
when's it coming out? And I want to get my order now, and all these things. So we get so excited when we know that it's a hit because everyone on the team is just so excited about it. So
definitely. Well, you know, you bring up, you know, WJA.
Yes.
They are a partner in all of this, and we are so excited. We actually have Jennifer from WJA joining us here today. Jennifer, welcome. It's so wonderful to have you here. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us. We're so excited. So we're going to dive right in. What can you tell us about March is Me? If someone is out there and they're interested in finding out more about the campaign, maybe participating for themselves, you know, they want to just really get involved. What can you tell us about that? How can someone find out more information?
Well, it's so wonderful to be here with you all today, and I've enjoyed learning so much more about 302 collections. You know, March is Me Month is something that was developed by the Women's Jewelry Association about 3 years ago. And so this is our third year that we're going to be launching our women's retail empowerment. March is Me Month is all about celebrating women. We have so many accomplishments on a daily basis that we don't necessarily recognize for ourselves or treat ourselves for. So we really figured that March is the month to rally together, get all the retailers and manufacturers and the entire industry, jewelry and watches together to be able to sell to their clients and to women all around the world to really help celebrate themselves. So March is Me Month is in that spirit. You've definitely captured that sentiment with your collection. And I'm just so excited that we are able to partner with Stuller this year on our third annual March is Me Month campaign.
Well, I'll say it again. We're so excited to have you here. So what can you tell me about, you know, different ways that people can take the idea of March is Me and make it work for them? Are there assets? How do they get involved in that way?
Absolutely. What's so wonderful about the entire campaign is that it's a package deal. We've created all the assets for you, including logos and timelines and a color palette that you can use along with your own branding and your own messaging. So you can promote any fine jewelry inventory you have or pieces that are coming out or a new collection. What's so special about this is that, you know, we've created this for not only big retailers, but also small independents and also just emerging designers for them to access. So the way to do that is to become a member of WJA or to be a part of Stuller's loyalty program and be able to download them and utilize them for the month of March, for the March is Me Month campaign. And ways you can incorporate them into your marketing collateral are things like case line signage, packaging inserts, window displays or decals, so many different uses on social media, including newsletters or web banners. So we've really given so many different options for those to fit their marketing needs.
Absolutely. And, obviously March is Me Month will be launching in the month of March, but, people are able to get access to these assets a little bit earlier. I know Stuller is going to be having everything available starting February 15th. Is that true for WJA as well?
Yes,
Perfect.
absolutely. You can download the assets. We want you to get ready and prepared and to have enough time. And so it's a perfect time after Valentine's Day to really segue into Women's History Month, like you said, and International Women's Day. It's a great way to become involved in this industry-wide initiative. So definitely download them. You can visit www.womensjewelryassociation.com to become a member or to learn more or to access them through Stuller First.
Fantastic. So we talk about Stuller First a little bit. That is the loyalty program that we have here at Stuller, and we're doing something really special in conjunction with March is Me for those Stuller First members. Emily, why don't we talk a little bit about, that little shipping incentive we're offering people?
Yeah, so for the entire month of March, from March 1st to March 31st, or is it 30th? I think
31st, I think.
Okay. We're offering free shipping on orders that come from the 302 collection that are $500 or more. So really, when we're talking about that average wholesale price point of about $250, and to be clear, when you're exploring the area of 302 onto the website, there are pieces that are much lower. We talk about these really sweet price pointed baby studs and really like baby chains and things like that. You can really enjoy a price point that is much lower than $250. And then we've also got some things that are kind of a little bit higher. So some more dramatic earrings, more diamond intensive looks and things like that. But majority of the collection is going to lie around that $250 price point. So when we're talking about free shipping on an order, that's about 2 pieces. So it's a great opportunity to take for 30 days. So, be able to prepare for March is Me, share the assets, get people excited through social media, use your online presence to do so as well. But then, use it as a great time to explore this opportunity for engaging these customers all year.
Yes.
And so, WJA certainly has been a wealth of information for me as a member in terms of just really helping women understand. I mean, there's a lot of business things on there that are really helpful, but there's also a lot of personal things that they post and they have classes and really offer. So it's just a wealth of information for women. From the artisans and designers to the business owners and everywhere, really, anybody who's really interested. And so I'm so thankful for the partnership. I think that the value is so strong. And we're so happy to be able to kind of be a part of this March is Me campaign that really is going to empower other people to really celebrate women and use this to kind of invest in ourselves. I think women are interested in being smart with their money. And so Find Jewelry is a great place to do that. So $500 orders for the entire month of March as a Stuller First member will ship free. So we're very excited about that.
Awesome. All right. Well, Jennifer, thank you so much for joining us today. I think it's been said, but we just are so grateful for your partnership, and we're just so excited for this whole campaign to kick off. Again, just to remind y'all, you will be able to access those March is Me assets from Stuller as well as WJA starting the 15th of February. So a couple weeks still, but it doesn't hurt to mark your calendar, be prepared. And I don't know about y'all, but I feel like I need to go buy some jewelry after this.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, talk about
we got you covered.
Yeah, talk about a self-purchaser. I mean, sign me up. But thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having us. This was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun, absolutely. All of you out there, remember we are always open online at Stuller.com. I want to thank everybody for going and joining in. Looks like O'Halloran Jewelers in Baton Rouge is joining us, which is wonderful. We've got Distinctive Styles in Crown Point, Indiana. That's wonderful. Thank you so much. Stratton, the jewelry company in Huntsville, Alabama.
Yes.
I
love
from
seeing
all
this.
over. I know. All right, we've got Tribro Manufacturing in Rhode Island.
Yes.
President of the WJA Providence chapter.
All
Fantastic.
right.
Thank you so much for joining us. All right, y'all. This has been a lot of fun, and I hope to see you all here again soon. In the meantime, happy shopping, happy selling.